Welcome back to another episode of the Pokédex Binder series. Today we're in Bristol, we're at Southwest Card Fest. We are in for VIP as well, so we're going to be in super early and we're going to be seeing what new additions and upgrades we can make, of course, towards the Pokédex Binder, the main series here on the channel. We've got a £100 budget, so let's go see what we can find. Okay, so we're in and there's like a little bit in a bar just before you get into the main area, which we're going to head on into. As always, I urge you to do a little wander, have a look at the whole venue, see the whole scale of it. Like you go through into here, and then we've got loads more vendors in here, and then it runs down there as well. So it's a little bit of a smaller one, a little bit more intimate, but a lot of the stands have a lot of stock on them, so there's lots of binders to be flicking through early doors, so we can see what things we can find. Okay, so I found myself a vintage binder, and that's perfect because there's so many cards like Krabby, for example, that like they only have like common cards, so I don't need like an illustration rare or something. So this could be a really good sort of starting place to knock off a few. Let's just see what other ones are in here, like a Bellsprout as well. Like, you know, I know it's just a vintage card, but again, there's no illustration rares or anything like that. So of course we've got to start with some binder flicking, but I do want to try and do some damage to like the early stages of the binder still and see if we can knock off a few of the earlier cards, because I know I've got in the Dex app like loads of, well, some Yukamoris here that caught my eye. There's loads of like bookmarked kind of cards that I know I want to get for each one. It's worth, you know, just checking decks as I go. Another one, for example, Graveler, like it's only £1 and Graveler only has like just common box art kind of cards. So this is the best we can do for the binder. So again, we'll pop that with the pile. I think while I'm here, I wouldn't mind checking off quite a few early doors just to see if there's things we can fill out. I think we might need a Kabutops. I know that is a Pokemon that, again, just random sort of common cards. So if I can find like the vintage ones, I'm super happy with that. And the same can be said for Doduo. So we're going to pick up a lot of smaller pieces just to get us started. Okay, so we've got a little pile of 5 cards totaling £5. Hello, how's it going? Could I grab those ones, please, Lovely? Thank you. Cheers. Here we've got a lot of the megas as well. As you know, I'm collecting all of them, so I would like to potentially grab a few more today that we can add. Of course, we're starting off with a lot of binder flicking. I think I brought that one with me, and that one's going for 20 quid now. And also the Mimikyu that we looked at, well, we're trying to find the Exeter card show. That's going to be an option, and as always, I kind of like tally it up in my head, remember where things are, hopefully, and then maybe come back and grab it later on in the show. Ooh, this Iron Treads, very cool card. That's only a £5. That's a beautiful card. I think we need that as well for the cards that I've sort of designated for each Pokemon in. So what I've done is in the Dex app is I've gone through like almost every single Pokemon now and then found like the best illustration for each one, kind of put it into a folder, and then I can go ahead and make sure I pick that up as like the goal for each Pokemon. So yeah, it makes life a lot easier with this Pokédex Binder series for sure. I think Slitherwing as well, so I need to keep checking them and jumping between filming and the Dex app. Also there's Munkadori as well. That is the one from Shrouded Fable. What a beautiful illustration that is. Definitely want that in the binder at some point. Again, similarly, I've already gone through all of the cards, and Pincurchin, this is the best card like illustration kind of style for the binder. £2, perfect. Knock off another card, perfectly done. Loads of V cards also have a lot of like purpose for the binder as well. And likewise, while I'm at it, so is the Eldegoss as well. This is the best thing about the Pokédex Binder, like cheap cards having such a big purpose on it. We've got 4 cards here for about £14 so far, so there's loads to be like looking through. And likewise, so is Luxray as well. Best card illustration for it. This is so much fun, like just checking off so many in one go, in one fell swoop. I think we might make this the last one. Again, on the star. Just like the best card you can find for it, arguably. There's 2, but this is one of them. Oh, let's also grab a lovely little Reggie Gigas V. Okay, a few cards, about £25.50 in total value. Could I grab those ones, please? Is there anything you could do for cash as like a deal for multiple?
23, yeah, 25.50, 22 cash.
22 cash? Yeah, let's see it. Nice one. Thank you, mate. Cheers. Awesome. So we've already got like 12 cards. We're already like doing a lot of progress towards the binder more so. That's what I feel like today I want to do more so. I want to grab like lots of things that can check off lots of objectives. So I'm going to head though to Poke Haunters because they've always got loads of like XY cards that I love looking through. So see if we can find like a larger purchase to make as well. I mean, just look at this, like it just goes on, binder after binder as well. It's just awesome. So many, and they're so dense in here as well. I mean, look, like that's the Mewtwo I think I wanted alongside a few other variations. That's the Gyarados I wanted as well. So I wonder how much that is. It's not priced. This is like the ultimate card I want for Gyarados in the binder. So it is beautiful. Love these like XY cards.
Did you have an offer in mind or
I wanted it to somewhat pay closer to like 50 to be fair.
so we can come down to 55 on that?
Can I give that some thought and I'll come back to you if that's all right? Appreciate it though, thank you. Thanks for checking though, thank you. Look at this binder. Beautiful, look at all of these. I love this sort of era of cards, it looks so good. Right, let's do some proper binder flicking. See what else we can find. I'm going to come back to that Gyarados. Got a rough offer for like 55, so we'll see what else we can maybe make as a larger purchase. This Arceus is sick. £20. Well, I've seen some other ones I prefer the artwork of, but it's still a cool card.
It doesn't taste mine, doesn't add any value at all.
I know it's a proper quirky card, but it is the best card for Slowbro currently. And I always use Dex, as I said, to like check all the different artworks as well. That's cool. Of course, keep looking and looking. Likewise, Electrode. I mean, that one's £16. I want to pay a little bit less than that. But like a lot of the GXs obviously count towards a binder because they are the best artworks for that particular Pokemon.
I want to get rid of it.
Okay, so in this area, we've got kind of those like 2/3 illustrations. That's the card I've isolated for Rhyperior. You know, there's a lot of these like 2/3 style illustration rares where they've got the little sort of gradient at the bottom. A lot of these are a little bit played. Not that that matters too much because it's a binder copy at the end of the day, but like, I know that that's definitely one I wanted to get as well. But I'm kind of just seeing which ones immediately grab my attention because I want to try and get something a little bit bigger. I know I need that Natu, for example. So finding some of these is awesome. Again, it's like the ones, and likewise the Dustox. That's one we need as well. Again, another Natu there. I think the Swellow as well. I put as an isolated card for that one. And then back into the GXs again. Okay, so I think I'm only just going to grab these two. Total of £8.50. So just knock off. You can tell I'm kind of doing like a bit of a Kanto, kind of trying to do a bit of damage to it. Upgrade a lot of the cards where possible. Awesome, nice one, thank you. Awesome, so that's 2 more cards, of course, done. Now we can go ahead, put them in the binder, and yeah, I want to try and find a nice bigger purchase if possible. That would be cool, but again, I just want to try and get a lot of progress done today. At previous card shows, like I went to Plymouth last week and I only managed to pick up 6 cards. Some of them are a little bit more pricey, mind you, but they knocked the budget out completely. So today I'm like on a mission, I think, to do a lot of like upgrades to the binder. I'm so glad we found the Slowbro EX as well, because that one is again the best card art. Use Dex. Like if you're someone who's also doing like a similar kind of series, use Dex. You can see all the different arts for each individual Pokemon, put them in a folder, and then you can see which ones you want to, you know, target. It saves you doing like research almost at the show. You can sort of know what you're going to target ahead of actually getting here. And also shout out to Poke Haunters because they always have so much stock as well, like binders after binders. So I'm back in the entryway now where there's like a load more sort of stands here. And as always, if you are new to card shows, languages make a big difference. This one's £3 for that artwork. It's a stunning artwork, and if you don't mind any language, fair enough. But this one, I believe, is the Korean version, so it has the different back on it. Now, if you're familiar with the channel and you saw me at Exeter Card Show, Nath is also doing a like Pokedex kind of style, but he's only doing like generations. This is the best card for Nidoqueen, so I'm going to grab that for him, seeing as he went over budget and paid and bought me, well, I can't remember which card it was. I think it was the Suicune, so this will be a nice little gift for him. Loads of illustration rares as well we could start checking off, especially like the black and white era, loads and loads and loads. Thing is, I feel like some of them are a little bit cheaper to like get on eBay. Like some of these are like a couple of quid more expensive, and then you have to haggle every single time for every single card. But like I just did at Poke Haunters, it's worth just asking and saying like, you know, when was this last price like checked? Just to triple check, because like that Gyarados I think has come down just a tiny bit. But it's, you know, it's worth just asking the question sometimes, just to see if you can just make sure it's the actual market price. It's just so many, like I know that all of these needs to be grabbed at some point, but it's just like about like prioritizing. We've got that one, but like the Minor, the Yveltal, that's just such a sick card as well. Sorry about the glare, it's crazy in here. We're in like the pub area. Okay, well, I just chucked this in the binder. That one doesn't count towards the budget. I'm not having a gift for a friend come out of the budget, no chance. We want to make sure I prioritise getting the cards for the binder as well. But that's a nice little summit. I'm always trying to now think about like what their collections are looking like. I know like another friend of mine as well, he is, let me put this at the back, he is also doing something very similar as well. So, you know, I might have to find another Nidoqueen at some point. But yeah, Nidoqueen doesn't have any illustration rares or anything either, and they're kind of following a similar kind of philosophy to me, where it's like trying to find like the best illustration rare potentially, or best card art for each Pokemon in their little binders.
Thank you very much.
Ooh, the Chi-Yu, 20 quid. Love, that's the illustration we want. I think it's in a Gawa artwork as well. So in like a few weeks since the Mega Charizard's come out, it's only been 2 weeks, already down to 435 as well. And I said when I was at Plymouth Card Show, the exit it was 800, Plymouth it felt like it was 600, and now it's 435. It's crazy. One thing I forget actually is how many people watch these videos to get an idea of like what the show's even like before even coming. So I'm going to give you a bit of an idea. So it's a football stadium, and then we're underneath that part of the seating. So you've got like a big curve, sort of end point here, and then it goes all the way down here, and then down and around down there. But you come in from over here, and general admission is coming in now, and that's where we saw Poke Haunters a second ago. So yeah, there's like a kind of T-shape almost, and I forget how many people, like I say, watch this as like research ahead of like visiting a show to get an idea of what it's like. So also, if you said hello to me already so far, I appreciate it, and if you watch the videos, I appreciate you. I'm at Collectibuzz, and they got the Mega Charizard that we pulled recently in one of the pack openings for Phantasmal Flame, £35. Seems to have stabilised a little bit at that price. This binder's just like full of sets, like Charizards and Espeons, and then Blastoises. Yeah, you get the picture. Venusaurs as well. Plucked out the Drampa EX. This artwork is sick. A GX, should I say. And I've got a Mega Gengar, which I've seen in here in their own binders, which was priced for £5. And I've got a dupe of that. So hopefully like 80% of that, £4. And then hopefully we can just do like I wouldn't mind doing a straight trade. That's perfectly fine. One thing I've learned more so than ever, bringing like a trade binder, even if you've got like smaller cards and you see some smaller cards you want, like that one, that was a straight trade, just like a Mega Gengar dupe that would have just gone in a folder or something and wouldn't have done anything with. I've just got a card I needed for the binder, so it's always worth just bringing your bulk with you. Not bulk, but you know, your cards that you're willing to trade away. At this point, I think I'm going to find some light for a start. What I was going to say is I'm going to probably go back and get that Gyarados. There's only one card I'm willing to go way over budget for, and that is the illustration rare Chinese exclusive illustration rare of Cubone. So let's... I think I'm going to go back and get the Gyarados. That'll be like my big purchase. I wanted it for the binder anyway. It looks so sick. I haven't been able to find the Vaporeon, so that'll be my main purchase. And then let's just see if we can find the Cubone. That's the only thing I think I'm willing to go over budget for, but we'll see. Hello, mate. Could I take you up on the offer of the 55 for the Gyarados, please? Nice one. Be cash, mate, please. Nice one. Thank you. Cheers. Oh, and 5 as well. Nice one. Awesome. Thank you, mate. Been doing a bit of shoulder shopping, and there's a few megas in here that I looked at that might be like the final few purchases, like the full art versions. So like Mega Abomasnow. I'd like to start checking a few of these off if possible. There was definitely a few more in here as well. We're at Kitty TCG as well.
Sorry. Right. I have these. I think the rats. You like rats?
And another one. been the full art Mega Manetric as well.
That's 21 left. We could do it all in trade if you want.
Oh.
No pennies for you.
That's the whole evolution, right? Yeah. It's just one wrap to another wrap. Yeah, it's not.
I can't remember how much I've got left. The binder was free. SMT and base jungle, fossil.
Ooh, Mega Camera
And there's some
as
in
well.
here as well. Okay, great.
£4. I wonder if we can do a deal maybe for multiple or some trade potentially. Hello, mate. I've got those for 3 there, £14 total. Is there anything at the very back you'd be happy to trade towards?
I love your binder.
It's just a Lucana one.
No,
Me and the missus, we tried to do all of Fabled, and yeah, we're getting there.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Yeah, it's good fun though.
Oh, mate, I love Lorcana. I've got.
Stuff right at the very back is for the trade stuff. Also, that was really nice of you to do what you did for like all of the people going to their first card shows as well.
Thank you so much.
It's really cool. It makes a big difference to a lot of people, doesn't it?
Well, I've been doing card shows since the start.
Yeah.
He's the organizer.
I see him at like every card show I go to.
So we run Cardiff Card Show.
Yeah.
I'm very much community based.
Yeah, sick.
So if I can make someone's day, then cost me pennies to go for it. So how much did that come up to?
14?
14.
Yeah, 14.
So this is the perfect hit.
Yeah, the trainers and item cards are like, if they go, that's perfect.
Mate, I'll take them.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm doing a Pokedex Binder series on YouTube, so like they don't count for like anything, so like
Mate,
good to get rid of
Is
them.
there any other stuff that you need for that?
No, I've pretty much checked off all my objectives for the day to
I
day.
was going
Yeah.
to say, because I also have a crap ton of MIDI.
Yeah, I know you do. My budget is like done now, so
Oh, no, I
yeah,
can
I'll have
trade.
to. Yeah, true.
If I can help you out,
Hero.
make some content, mate, call it that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Awesome, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Kit has also brought out a ton of cards, and I know I need a Kabutops as well, so that's potentially the last £10 we could spend.
I'll be honest.
And also, we just did an awesome trade, got rid of loads of my trainer cards I don't need nor want, so that was a nice little even exchange for some of the new Mega Full Arts. Ooh, a Hippopotas, Yukimori. Look at this beautiful Growlithe illustration. Oh, wow. That is so sick. And likewise, that is the one Growlithe card. Because we're doing a Pokedex Binder series that doesn't include regional forms, I think that's the artwork I want, so I'm going to put that to one side for sure. In here, there's also some unreal, like, Kamiya artworks as well. They look so good, a bit bright with the lights, but they look so good. Look at this Persian EX as well, that is sick. And Victory Bell doesn't, again, have any illustration rare, so I'd like to knock that off, to be honest with you. So that's another little one we'll put with the Growlithe. Another sick artwork. Look at that Golem, that is so cool. Now, we could knock off Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan with these two illustrations here. I'll put them to one side as well. And then also wondering if Kyle's got this one. I can check his decks and see if he's got it, so we might pick that up for him. One card that's really hard to find is Tyrant. I think it's only got like maybe 2 or 3 cards, so I could knock off a really hard card to find here. I'll put that in the pile for now. And the Rhyperior that I put like in my list for the card art for Rhyperior that I put, that is also one I want, but I might come back to that one because I'm already building up a bit of a pile. Torchic as well, you can't see it because of the glare, but Torchic only has like this kind of 3/4 illustration, so again, we'll put that in the pile. I'm going way over budget now. Oh, likewise the Tentacle. Oh no. We have to do some culling, I think, of the pile. I'm just flicking through so many binders that Kitty's got, and we've got Yukimori Ditto as well for 15. Okay, final binder, looks like it's more like Japanese like illustration rares, so might pass on a few of those unless something really stands out, and just go with my kind of mid-era kind of pile over there. The editing on this is going to be so fun when we do the receipt. We have to throw up another receipt with all of the cards that we bought. Loads of potential check-offs though for the binder. So we're making a lot of sort of Pokedex Binder series progress today, more so than like larger purchases, although we got the Gyarados as well. We do have the Misty's Lapras though. It's £9 in Japanese, quite a lot more in English. For the artwork maybe? We'll put it in the pile as a maybe. Okay, so we've got quite a stack here. It's about £35 in value. Put the Misty's Lapras back. We'll see what we can do. The pile's ready for inspection. It's about 35 value.
35.
If there's anything again at the back you're interested in, I know they're like Charizards, I think worth like close to a tenner. What's your name again?
Josh.
Josh. Joel.
Sorry?
Joel.
Joel.
Nice to meet you.
Again, everybody just calls me Kitty, so.
Yeah.
Is that worth a shot? I think that's worth a shot.
And I've got a tenner cash as well, but obviously you can put anything else.
No, you're all good. Mate, I'll probably just take most of it and just call it a deal.
You reckon?
Helps you well, it's all good.
Oh no, I appreciate it. See, this is what I was saying. Just like some cards that have no purpose anymore, and then we can put them towards cards that do have purpose.
So make sure I'm not
Yeah.
taking too much.
No, do your thing, do your thing.
Rinsed your trades.
Yep, that's what it's here for.
Right, there you go.
Awesome.
So let's take a look. So you said that's 35, yeah?
Yes.
I owe you a fiver.
You sure?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Fiver or a mystery pack.
We're in profit. Oh, mystery pack. Yeah. Go for it. Let's do it. Nice one. Thank you so much. Appreciate the deal.
Thank you. I don't have to keep it in my pocket. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
I promise everybody I don't have any more mystery packs.
Shout out Josh from Kitty TCG. Absolutely done me a great deal there and said he owed me a fiver and gave me a Twilight Masquerade little blister there. If I see a kid, I'm just going to give it to them and hopefully that'll be a nice little thing for them. And I've still got £10 left, don't have to spend it, but could spend it, will spend it. I know a lot of those cards were like little smaller purchases, like lots of £2, etc. But I feel like I've got like loads of progress towards a binder as well. And again, all of those cards are just like nothing. Like they're just sat in that binder doing nothing. So Josh really sorted me out there again. And also, he was giving free cards out to people who it was their first card shows. So it's so awesome. There's something like about the community like that. It's just so fun to watch. So yeah, shout out to him. I could collectibles, and there's a few cards in this binder that we're going to grab just to sort of finish off the day. This is one of the cards I want to get because it is in a Gawa artwork. It's worth £8. Look how sick that artwork is. I might just grab the Pour Me and that will make it 11. Hopefully do a cash deal. And then we are spent to literally the penny. So I think these two might be the final purchases. Would you be able to do 10 cash for those, please?
Cash?
Yeah, nice one, thank you. Nice one, appreciate it. Thank you very much, cheers. So, also maybe I could do better at giving some more like information maybe about like the shows. Like in terms of this particular show, there is a car park. We are Ashton Gate Football Stadium, Bristol City. It cost me like 20 quid to like pay for parking up until like the end of the day. What else could I tell you? I think it's also sort of maybe beneficial to know, like I got in for VIP at 10 and it's now 12:15. So with VIP, you can get so much done. If you are coming for general admission, which I think started at 11, you need to give yourself way more time in order to stand in queue for binders. I was standing in queuing for ages, doing shoulder shopping, as I like to call it. So yeah, that's maybe just a little bit of a figure, let's not get run over, as to sort of how long it takes really to get around the show. Yeah, so anyway, like I said, let's go home now. So we're back home with over 30 cards. I managed to get a really big haul today of cards, so that's awesome. And we're gonna see which ones have made some progress towards the binder. We're gonna have some new additions, we're gonna have some upgrades. So let's just kind of start somewhat in order. So first up, we've got the Jungle Nidoran, and we're gonna be sliding out its paper insert because now it can finally be filled. And what's really satisfying is that is a full double spread of the Kanto region as well. of all the cards, and that is like the first page like in from the front. So that one's full, and then we've got the rest of the pages are equally full as well. Another paper insert to get out is the Krabby, so we'll put that to one side, and we're going to grab, sorry, in the other hand, the Krabby from Fossil. Super cheap and cheerful, but it does a good amount of progress towards the binder. And we picked up the Kingler at a previous card show, again for just £1, so just £2 really to check off 2 entries. And again, Krabby doesn't have any illustrations rares like Nidoran, so for now this will do. Let's also do Duo, paper insert out, and we will slide in the card in its place. Same can be said for Graveler. Let's get that out and let's pop in the card from Fossil. And then moving up just from there, Bellsprout, another paper insert out. You guys will be buzzing with that. And Bellsprout is in from Jungle. We can move across because we can actually fill out the whole line as well. From a later sale in the day, we did grab Victory Bell as well. So that can go in. I don't think, I'm really kind of disappointed I didn't pick up the Golem now, because again, that would have been another double spread of the Pokédex binder done, but we'll pick up another one at a future card show. Omastar, again, another paper insert out, and we picked up the full art. There was another version of Omastar, but this one is equal to it in terms of which one I think looks like the coolest, so that is now in the binder. We then also picked up the Regigigas V, one of the cooler artworks for it. It does have some other cool artworks, but we are going to be sliding out a Regigigas promo. Still a very cool artwork, but of course, my preference is that the whole binder is like an illustration rare kind of style, like a full art kind of style. So yes, nice lovely upgrade there. We're going to be sliding out a uncommon Pincurchin at 871, and again, adding in the card that looks best for this particular Pokemon's entry in the Pokedex. And so that's going to be another upgrade. Eventually I'm getting rid of all of the paper inserts, but for the sake of this video, I'm not going to take them out just yet because I want to keep them in order for potentially some future projects as well. We then have the Luxray V, so sick. It is an Agawa artwork as well, which, to be fair, if you're familiar with this artist's work, you will know like how sort of obvious that kind of is to a degree. Like the style is so sick. So we're going to be sliding out a rare Luxray and then upgrading it to this one here. So again, as I said in the video, it's really cool because V cards, GXs, everything in between can all have a part to play in the binder. And of course, overall, I want to get kind of these box window cards all out and upgraded, like I said, to like illustration rares or higher kind of vibe. And the same can be said for Eldegoss as well. Sick artwork. Love how it's just like slightly on the frame as well, makes it stand out. Let's go ahead and slide out this uncommon and slide in the V card on top. Let's then go ahead and grab the Shinji Kanda Slitherwing. Sick artwork on this one. And then we're going to be popping in the illustration rare of Slitherwing as well. Back here, I really enjoyed this kind of ancient and future sort of part of the binder. We've got some really cool cards back here. Lots of like secret illustration rares. Just beautiful artworks like this Iron Valiant as well. Miraidon. The Iron Hands as well. Just there's so many back here that just look sick. And then staying on that same page, we're going to be sliding out the Iron Treads. We're going to be then adding in the Iron Treads. Look at how much kind of like glitter in this card there is. It's a special illustration rare, I believe. So let's get that in at 990. This whole back area is like, again, fastly becoming one of my favorite parts of the binder. There's so many beautiful artworks here and special illustration rares, like I said, and just it's all coming together really nicely. Heading back towards the beginning, the Slowbro, the Shinji Kanda artwork rare holo is coming out, and we're going to be adding in the Slowbro EX, one of the coolest cards for Slowbro. That is a sick upgrade. Very happy with that one. We're then going to be adding in the kind of, I call them like 2/3, 3/4 kind of illustrations for Natu. We'll be swapping out this one and adding it in. So again, that's kind of like, that's almost like the bare minimum kind of level really for the cards that I want in here. Drampa is going to be going from a rare holo to this absolutely sick GX card. There is a really lovely like illustration rare for Drampa, but this one just looks so epic. And again, the shine on like the GX cards I think looks great. Like the kind of foil looks awesome. So Lovely little upgrade, that one. Next up then is a page that, of course, if you're familiar with the channel, we've done a lot of kind of work on here by adding in like the Flareon V, the Jolteon, the EV recently. We've also got some beautiful cards down here as well. Obviously the Omastar from today. Little shout out as well to the Ditto. I love this illustration. But we are going to be sliding out the Misty's Gyarados and adding in what is arguably the MVP, obviously, of this episode, the Gyarados EX. Just, there's so much texture in here and shine, and I know there's a really lovely, like, more expensive version of, like, Red Gyarados, but this is just a beautiful card, and it's looking right at place, right alongside the, like, other cards that we've got in here. Of course, in this kind of top area, I'd love to get the Magikarp, the Shinji Kanda artwork, if I get some budget. Lapras would be a nice little upgrade soon, and likewise the Vaporeon. But this page in general is kind of coming together to a degree where, like, you've got kind of glimpses of what this could look like by the end. Bearing in mind, of course, we're missing a few cards, but the kind of level I would love all of these to be at, like throughout the whole of the binder, would be this kind of tier of card. But of course, not every Pokemon gets a stunningly expensive card, and Tentacool will be one of those. Again, it's going to be another one of the kind of 2/3 illustrations. So that's going to be going in here as a lovely little upgrade. Now next up, we've got the Blaziken, we've got the Combuskin, and then we've got the Torchic. Again, another little 2/3 one. So that one's going to be being upgraded from a reverse holo. Again, I'm getting all these paper inserts out slowly. I've done Gen 1 and Gen 2, but for now we'll carry on with them and I'll take them out. Again, another one checked off to what is currently, at the time of recording, it's like best looking card, that in my personal opinion. So yeah, that's looking great. And of course above there we've got the Celebi V we picked up at Exeter Card Show. We've got the Ho-Oh as well. We've got the legendary dogs that we picked up. Well, they were actually mystery cards from my friends. Check out Exeter Card Show, it's really sick, that POV that I've got on my channel. Now next up is a card I know none of you are really going to care about, but Tyrant has only 2 cards ever made, and we managed to find one of them. So that is like one of my, like, sort of one of the harder tasks completely done. I don't have to even think about this Pokemon again. I'm super happy to have found that. Again, it's one of the harder Pokemons to find illustrations for. So yeah, that's awesome progress for the binder. And following the rest of the theme, we've got the Rhyperior 2/3. Look how sick this artwork is. Just so epic and like dramatic. It looks awesome. That's going to go in at 464. Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan we can take the paper inserts out for, because we picked up some really cool cards for those. They have like a matching kind of illustration style. So Hitmonlee is going to be going in just alongside the Hitmonchan as well. So again, you might have been able to notice I've done a little bit kind of purposeful progress today towards the sort of Kanto region and knocking off a few of like the empty spots. Now I need to go ahead and find what is my favorite Pokemon alongside its evolution, and that is Growlithe, because I finally found the artwork that I wanted for Growlithe. Again, as I mentioned kind of in here, if you're new, I'm not collecting the regional forms in this binder. The Pokedex binder will be whatever its main form is in here, and of course like Hisuian versions will go in the regional binder. So we are going to be sliding out, I believe this is a promo. It's a really cool artwork for Growlithe anyway, but this one is the one I wanted. It's so sick, and that's going to be going in as a lovely upgrade, and hopefully the final version. But you know, hopefully Growlithe gets a lovely illustration rare, because it has one in Pokemon Pocket, but it doesn't in real life, sadly. Let's go ahead then and also slide out a reverse holo Espartha, and let's just take a second to really appreciate this Espartha like Igawa artwork again. Just another stunning card. Just the artist style is just so like magical. It's awesome, and that's going to go in at 956. That is just an awesome upgrade, and for like £8 as well for such a stunning artwork. Super happy with that. Pour Me is up next, and this is a Rend illustration. It's always like super hyper realistic almost, and that's going to be going in, and that is an upgrade at, what's that, 800 and something, 921. So we're going to be adding in an awesome upgrade. Again, one of the cards that is just like on my list to pick up at some point, and then today was the perfect time to do so with our last little bit of change. Now, that's everything for the Pokedex binder. I've obviously picked up some Megas, so let's grab the Mega binder out. Where, apologies if you're familiar with the channel, I've got all of the what were the vintage placeholders. I hate saying vintage, I'm so sorry, but the previous megas, and only one of them I ever bought, and then the price went up. So in here, I've now got all of the EXs. I've pretty much got all of them bar like 3, I believe, that are, let's turn this light out of the way, that are like promos for Lucario and Venusaur and Kangaskhan. So I'll try and pick them up in the future. And then after the regular EXs, I then move into the full arts where we packed the Charizard. We also packed the special illustration Rare Lopunny, and we've got 3 new ones to be adding in here. So let's start off with the Mega Abomasnow. That's going to be going in. And as I've said in previous videos, you should simply collect whatever you enjoy. We've got the Abomasnow, we've got the Mega Camera, and then we've also got the Mega Manectric. And I just think these cards, they look so good in a binder. Like, they're probably the best. Obviously, the previous ones, I'm trying to get it out of the light for you, they also look great, but these are just absolutely awesome. They're slowly coming down in price as well as the kind of hype falls down, but we've picked up quite a few. These 3 were all packed. This was equally packed as well. So yeah, we're going to slowly start chipping away at it. But again, I think like even just the EXs, they look sick together. So yeah, that's everything. And I picked up 2 cards for my friends. I'll give them to them when I see them next. So I hope you enjoyed another episode of the Pokedex Binder series. We made 11 new additions to the Pokedex, upgraded loads of cards as well. Got some more megas for my own personal satisfaction. And it was a really good card show. I really enjoyed it. The vendors were awesome. I've got loads more buyer POVs on my channel, as well as obviously the weekly series here of the Pokedex Binder series. So make sure to drop a like, drop a comment, subscribe, hit the join button, whatever you want to do to show your support. And I'll see you in the next one.